Leadership is the courageous and creative response to a challenge. Lean leadership is no different. No significant change happens in the absence of a challenge. There's no Mahatma Gandhi in the absence of imperialism, or no Martin Luther King Jr. in the absence of racism, or no Winston Churchill in the absence of fascism. In business, the challenge may be different. The challenge of innovation, new technologies, new markets, and new economic conditions. There is no Henry Ford absence of challenge presented by the internal combustion engine, or no Bill Gates absent the microprocessor, and no Mark Zuckerberg absent the internet. Lean leadership is the response to the challenge of innovative methods and the potential of human creativity. The task of the lean leader is to define the strategic challenge for his or her organization and present that challenge in a way that creates a response that results in significant change and CI, continuous improvement. Lean leaders are servant leaders. In order to cultivate an optimally effective and efficient lean culture, it is essential that leaders have identified 6 specific capacity functions and where results are a product of servant leadership. And lean leaders, they're servant leaders. And those 6 essential capacity functions of lean leaders include: number 1, be the model. Leadership is modeling the behavior desired of others. If you've ever sat in a meeting of senior managers or leaders within the Marine Corps or Honda, as I have, you would have witnessed the practice of effective team management, problem solving, and consensus reaching. You would have also witnessed that leaders, they're asking if they've been on the floor, or some call it the spot, to directly observe the work and then listen to the world's greatest leaders and experts. In other words, they are practicing respect for people and continuous improvement, the 2 core principles of lean culture. Your ability to institute cultural change is directly related to your ability to be a model of that culture. Number 2, coach and develop others. A leader is a coach. A leader knows that his or her job is to develop the capacity of others. The greater the capacity of others, the easier it is the job of the leader. In the Marine Corps, Toyota, and other organizations that I've studied, I've realized that every manager has a coach, an internal coach, a peer. I develop my coaching courses and lectures for leaders on continuous improvement to aid within the development of internal capacity. Continuous improvement is not only about the production line, it's about personal development, the desire to personally improve our own skills. This is the job of a coach, and we need to develop a culture of coaching others, which is a form of service to others. 3, develop external business strategies. Business strategy is a response to external threats as well as opportunities, both employing and developing internal capabilities. Lean leaders and culture is not divorced from business strategy, but rather it's a means of developing the internal capabilities that will enable the organization to execute their business strategy. Number 4, develop internal cultural strategy. External strategy defines where we are going. Internal strategy defines what we need to get there. Strategy is only achieved if there's an alignment of internal culture and capabilities to the strategy. Peter Drucker is reported to have said that culture eats strategy for breakfast. The point is that you can't achieve a business strategy if you don't have the necessary culture and capabilities. The absence of this alignment creates friction, and friction is a waste. It's not lean. 5, lead system design. Too many lean experts or consultants think that you can simply go into an organization and start doing the PDCA problem solving at the first level and create a lean culture. That's too easy and will barely penetrate the surface. Too often the barriers that create interruptions and waste is the processes are determined at a higher level. They're both social and technical. They're the relationships with suppliers, the layout of the plant, the existence of the warehouse and the staff. They're the layers of management that suck decisions up and rob employees of dignity and the ability to solve problems. In short, they're the system problems that require design thinking. The lean leader recognizes the need of systems and structures to align with strategy and create a process of redesign. And last but not least, 6, motivation and accountability. In our desire to develop a positive culture, it may be easy to put aside the reality that it's the manager's job to hold others accountable. Even in an environment of self-directed teams, the manager is responsible for assuring that those teams are accountable for performance. Many organizations that have adopted the lean culture, they practice the 4-to-1, which is the practice of 4 positive comments to 1 negative. Research in the 1960s by Dr. OGDEN LINDSLEY demonstrated that the optimum learning environment sees more positives than negative interactions. The actual ratio he found was 3.57 to 1. And while the number is not important, what is important is that we recognize the motivation to continuously improve must be reinforced positively. In order to understand lean leadership skills, lean culture, and lean management, all 6 of these discussed components of lean leadership deserve serious study and practice if the goal is to implement lean management and culture.